If the season ended today, who would be the MVP, Cy Young, and Rookie of the Year from each league? We'll take a look at that today and share our picks. Then we'll share some waiver wire finds to help you fill out your roster as we approach the month of May. Then we'll wrap things up with a word on Wall Street. All that and more this week on Good Faith and Fastballs. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Good Faith and Fastballs. I am your host, Sean from Imperial, a.k.a. SFI. As you can see, I am flying solo today. My partner and sidekick, Zums, out of office, was able to attend Yankees Sox at Fenway this week. So Zum doing a little in-person scouting for Good Faith and Fastballs, and we look forward to getting him back in the second chair next week. But as I mentioned, wanted to start the show with some fun ideas here. End of season awards. Who would win MVP, Cy Young, Rookie of the Year from each league if the season ended today? And a lot of these guys we've mentioned previously on the podcast. So excited about some of these names. Wanted to start with the sluggers, particularly the MVPs. Mr. Yordan Alvarez in the American League, Houston Astros outfielder, supporting a 1.245 OPS, a 347 batting average, 11 home runs, 26 RBIs, 20 runs scored, 1 steal, and 19 walks. So Yordan Alvarez, we talked about in the preseason episode, if he is healthy and on the field, this is an elite bat. And we are seeing that is exactly what we're seeing up until this point in the season. He is the best hitter in baseball going right now. He is our American League MVP for the Houston Astros, Yordan Alvarez. Then flipping over to the National League, the senior circuit, Zums, go ahead and take a bow. We're going to give the NL MVP to Drake Baldwin, catcher of the Atlanta Braves. The first place Atlanta Braves supporting a 17-8 record. Anytime a catcher who's the everyday catcher on a ball club that's in first place, you got to tip the cap to these kind of catchers, like a Buster Posey from the San Francisco Giants, who's a former NL MVP. But Drake Baldwin, 954 OPS, 320 batting average, 7 home runs, 23 RBIs, 26 runs scored, no swipes, but 10 walks. And again, this is the first place Atlanta Braves. So we're going to give the NL MVP to Drake Baldwin. Then flip over to the pitchers. This is a guy that has popped up on the podcast in the past. The American League Cy Young goes to Jose Soriano, the Los Angeles Angels starting pitcher, 5-0 record, a .28 ERA. 0.73 whip, walks, hits per innings pitched, 10.74 K per 9, and then a 2.81 xFIP. So everything checks out for Jose Soriano. This looks to be like a season that he's going to stick around for the long haul as far as being an elite arm in fantasy baseball. So our American League Cy Young goes to Jose Soriano. Congratulations. And then over to the National League Cy Young. This has to go to Mason Miller right now, the closer for the San Diego Padres. I understand, a lot of times the Cy Young will go to a starter, but what Mason Miller is doing right now out of the bullpen for the San Diego Padres is just off the charts. He's 8 for 8 on save chances, hasn't allowed a run, 0 ERA. His whip currently is .35. His K per 9, 21.44 K per 9 is the highest I've ever seen, to my knowledge. And then what I've never seen before is his XFIP is actually in the negative. It's negative 0.73. So Mason Miller is just off the charts right now. You are our end of season in April Cy Young Award winner in the National League. Congratulations, Mason Miller. And then we'll finish our two early end of season awards with the Rookie of the Years. First in the American League, Kevin McGonigal, the shortstop for the Detroit Tigers. I'm excited about Kevin McGonigal. He's on my team. A 913 OPS, 322 batting average, one dinger. Like to see those dingers get up. They'll come. 11 RBI, 18 runs scored, one swipe, and 14 walks. So McGonigal totally knows the importance of earning a base on ball. High batting average on a good Tigers team. That offense will start to come around. 913 OPS at shortstop. Kevin McGonigal, you're our AL Rookie of the Year if the season ended today. Congratulations, Kevin. All right, NL Rookie of the Year. Zum, again, another bout for Zum. He was all over this. Sal Stewart, the Cincinnati Reds first baseman. You are our NL Rookie of the Year with a too early NL Rookie of the Year. 1.004 OPS, 297 batting average, 8 home runs, 24 RBI, 17 runs scored, 6 swipes, and 15 walks. So another guy that is taking the base on ball. I think it's so important as far as seeing success at the plate is earning that walk and appreciating the walk. So Sal Stewart, you are our NL Rookie of the Year if the season ended today. Congratulations, Sal. All right, now let's take a look at our waiver wire ads that we think are some value players that you should get on your roster now before it's too late. Help you make a push towards the playoffs. So we're going to start with some bats that we think can help you out. First, Isaac Paredes, the Houston Astros third baseman, only 34% owned. Right now, 693 OPS, 227 batting average, 2 home runs, 10 RBI, 9 runs scored, and 8 walks. He does bat fifth in the Astros lineup, which we mentioned earlier, has Yordan Alvarez. So that's a good thing, being on the same team as him if you want to score some points in fantasy. This is his 7th season in the big leagues. He's a career 763 OPS guy. So I would say trust the back of the baseball card. He's at 693 now. You can expect to see some progression for Isaac Paredes. And if you're looking for a third baseman, he would be a name I would suggest. If you're looking for a catcher out there, Francisco Alvarez is a good one to look at. 31% owned. Hitting the ball pretty well right now. 841 OPS, 250 batting average, 4 home runs, 5 ribeye, 8 runs scored, and 8 walks. He's batting fifth in this Mets lineup that finally got a win just recently. And Juan Soto is now back, but looks like Lindor could be hurt. But regardless, if you're looking for a catcher, Francisco Alvarez only 31% owned. He would be a name that I would consider adding. And then here's a name that is always comes and goes in fantasy. Josh Jung, maybe Josh Young, I believe as it's pronounced. Third baseman for the Texas Rangers. He gets streaky. He'll be dropped, 3 times a year. But if you can find when he gets hot and he's hitting home runs, which he's doing right now, he's a good guy to have on your team. 883 OPS, 303 batting average, 3 home runs, 11 RBI, 9 runs scored, 7 walks. He's red hot right now. If you need a third baseman, another name to consider, Josh Young for the Texas Rangers. And then this fourth name is more of a big picture investment for the season. Kazuma Akamoto, the Toronto Blue Jays third baseman. He's 37% owned, only a 622 OPS. But the number to consider here is $60 million. The Toronto Blue Jays signed Akamoto to a 4-year, $60 million contract this offseason. So if the Blue Jays think Akamoto is good, I'll trust their judgment and think that he's going to start to pick it up here pretty soon. So another third baseman out in the market, Kazuma Akamoto. Take a look at him. Getting over to the pitchers, have 4 names here for you. Again, where I kind of drew the line as far as ownership and what would be available and what makes sense to highlight. I drew the line at 40%. So all these names less than 40% owned that we would think maybe that ownership should be higher. And leading with Mitch Keller, the starting pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates. He's been around in the game for a while now, so you really know what you're going to get with Mitch Keller. This year, 2-1 record, 29 innings pitched, 2.27 ERA, 1.10 WHIP. Not a lot of strikeouts. Currently a 5.90 K per nine, but you can expect that number to go up. He's always been around the 7 to 8 number in his career. The xFIP 4.25, pretty average, kind of typical for Mitch Keller. But this is a good Pittsburgh Pirates ball club, so you can if you're looking for a source of wins and quality starts and innings eater, Mitch Keller is definitely your guy. And then now starting to look at some closers. Big news out in Los Angeles, the Dodgers closer Edwin Diaz with an elbow injury, going to cost him 3 months this season, so he'll be out. And the name I think that I would want in the Dodgers bullpen is Alex Vesia, the left-hander for the Dodgers. 8 2/3 innings pitched, hasn't allowed a run yet this season. WHIP is at 0.58, 10.38 K per nine, xFIP 3.47, so strong there. The 3 names are Vesia, Tanner Scott, and then Blake Trinan is the 3rd name in the Dodgers bullpen that are going to be kind of juggling for saves. But Vesia is the name I would target. I think he's the best arm out of those 3, and it really looks like Diaz will be out for a while, dealing with an injury. So Vesia definitely worth a scoop if you're looking for a reliever, especially with looking for saves. Another reliever, Lewis Varlin, the Toronto Blue Jays bullpen arm. So currently the Blue Jays dealing with a little uncertainty in their closer role. Jeff Hoffman coming into the year was the closer, and Blue Jays manager John Snyder recently said that he is not ready to make a firm comment on the closer role. So a little bit up in the air and uncertainty in the Toronto Blue Jays 9th inning situation. So only 13% owned. Lewis Varlin, 13 innings pitched, hasn't allowed a run, 0.85 WHIP, 13.15 K per nine, and a 1.44 xFIP. So his numbers look really good. If you're looking for a reliever that could be getting some saves, Lewis Varlin of the Toronto Blue Jays, only 13% owned. Take a look there. And then this last name for the pitchers looking to add off the waiver wire, someone that I'm excited about, Peter Lambert. I cashed in on his performance the other day against the Indians where he picked up the win. So he now has a 1-1 record, 11 innings pitched, 3.27 ERA, 1.27 WHIP. The K per nine all the way up to 13.09. xFIP checks out at 2.62. He's 29 years old. He did pitch in Japan in 2025, so a little bit of a journeyman. But now with the Houston Astros, looked really strong 2 days ago against the Guardians. It was yesterday against the Guardians, and he struck out Jose Ramirez twice. So really excited about Peter Lambert of the Houston Astros. Only 1% owned. All right, in our final segment on this episode of Good Faith and Fastballs, the wildly popular word on Wall Street. And this week we want to take a look at some buy low candidates. It's that time of year to start knocking on doors, seeing what owners are frustrated with their high profile superstars that aren't performing up to their ability at the current time, and you're ready to buy low with some trade offers. And so I have 3 hitters and 2 pitchers here for you. First, the Kansas City Royals first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. Currently right now, Vinny's supporting a 546 OPS with a 160 batting average, 3 home runs, 12 RBIs, 9 runs scored, and 11 walks. But anytime you're looking for a hitter that's a buy low candidate, a lot of times you're going to take a look at their BABIP, the batting average on balls in play. So right now, Vinny's BABIP is at 169, and for his career, it's at 266. So Vinny's due for some good luck, due for a hot streak. Career 773 OPS. So Vinny Pasquantino, a good buy low candidate at first base. Next, have two shortstops for you, two big names. First, Gunnar Henderson, the Baltimore Orioles shortstop. Right now at a 712 OPS, only a 189 batting average. Does have 7 home runs, 15 RBI, 15 runs scored, 4 walks. 4 steals, 11 walks, and the BABIP is at 203. Career BABIP is at 314. So definitely due for some good luck. A career 824 OPS. So buy low while you can with Gunnar Henderson. Really excited about him this year, getting Pete Alonso, having him bat behind him. So I think Gunnar Henderson has some better days ahead of him. Another high-profile shortstop, this time for the Texas Rangers, Corey Seager. Right now at a 720 OPS, 193 batting average, 5 home runs, 13 RBIs, 16 runs scored, only 1 steal, and 14 walks. So his BABIP right now at 204. His career clip is 313 on batting average balls in play. So Corey Seager can expect to have some good luck ahead of him. He's a career 868 OPS shortstop. So it's always been health with Corey Seager. When he's on the field, you can expect good things. So maybe buy low on Corey Seager if you're looking to add a shortstop, him and Gunnar Henderson. All right, and then we have two starting pitchers here for you that we think you should be targeting as buy low candidates. First, the left-handed starting pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies, Jesus Luzardo, currently at a 1-3 record, 27 1/3 innings pitched, 6.91 ERA, 1.54 walks, hits per innings pitched. K per 9 still elite, 10.87. XFIP is at 2.78. So I think this is a great indicator that XFIP, that really good days are ahead for Jesus Luzardo. And then you can see his BABIP is at right now is at 0.395. So that's really high. So he's just dealing with some bad luck. The stuff is really good. His K per 9 is 10.87. The XFIP checks out. So Jesus Luzardo has some really good days ahead. I would buy low on Jesus Luzardo right now. And then another buy low candidate, San Francisco Giants ace, I would call him Logan Webb. 2-2 record, 30 innings pitched, 5.40 ERA, 1.40 WHIP, 8.10 K per 9. XFIP still pretty solid, 3.42. His career ERA is 3.44. So over 1,000 innings pitched for Logan Webb. So this is a classic example of just trust the back of the baseball card. His velocity is fine. Buy low on Logan Webb if you can. So a little bit of abbreviated version of Good Faith and Fastballs this week. Like I mentioned, Zum doing a little in-person scouting up in Boston, was at Yankee Sox. So we're happy Zum was able to get up there and do some boots on the ground work for Good Faith and Fastballs. But we look forward to getting him back next week. As you can see, I have my Steelers Mac Miller apparel for the draft ready to go. We're here in Pittsburgh, PA, so we're really excited about the draft. We'll see who the Steelers get. But yeah, just wanted to keep the momentum going with Good Faith and Fastballs. We have a lot of fun doing this, and we'll just plan on continuing to do it weekly and help some folks with fantasy baseball out there. Maybe find a waiver wire or pull off a trade. And a handful of you guys have been replying and chatting with Zum and I about some ideas for fantasy baseball, guys you should target, and just bouncing ideas off us. So we really enjoy that. It's we think this stuff's just a lot of fun, and so we encourage that. The more the merrier. But since Zum's not here, I'll jump in. God bless the troops, and this is Good Faith and Fastball. We'll see you next time.